Yo, what it is, man? We jumping in from Broward, man. It's Shoota, man. I'm here with Shoota Tribe, Media House News. Y'all tune in.
Welcome to Media House Entertainment.
Yo, this your boy Shoota Tribe, man. I'm back live and direct with another interview. You know what I'm saying? I'm down here in South Florida with it, man. Let everybody know where I'm at with it and who you
Y'all
are.
tapping in with Shoota, man. Shoota from Florida. Broward County to be exact.
Oh, okay, Broward County. That's what you repping.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That's where I got a lot of face from.
Yeah. So, what city you from in Broward though? For the people that don't know.
Like, really, I stayed in like Fort Lauderdale, but they call that the Dale. But how I got like a lot of my like I guess motion and the camera shit really in Pompano. That's how I got a lot of my clients. A lot of shit took off right there. Okay. So I call that like my second home. Yeah.
So let's talk about how did you get into the cameras though?
Shit, it started back when I was in high school. I got in this little program at Deerfield. It was called CBA program. It based on like TV production, all that kind of shit. But I got into it. Wasn't really too interested in it. But the football players, they was so raw. They was winning games and shit. I kind of caught on to that kind of like little crowd. So I was like, they was asking me to make their huddle highlights and put music to them and like and make it kind of look good. So at my school we had good ball players. They was going to Oregon, Alabama. Like we had a ball player. It was my second person he asked me was Jerry Judy. He asked me to make a like a little huddle, little mixtape shit for YouTube. And from there it went to the music shit, and then from the music shit it just went everywhere.
Yeah. So the sports thing that's your number one love though, shooting sports.
I mean,
you know?
I wouldn't say it's my number one love, but I could say I started from there, like not necessarily filming me playing the sports. You know, I was like, I played baseball and like basketball for fun and shit, but as far as like the camera shit, yeah, like that's where it started. But my love really, it really just be like, cause why I found a love for the camera is like, once I found out, okay, you can do something, like you can take a shot at somebody, and they be like, damn, I really fuck with this shot. Like, damn, you snot. Like, damn, that's hard. Like, that's like a good feeling. So I just kept rolling with it and kept shooting shit.
Yeah. And talk about the before we go into the music portion of it, talk about the 7-on-7 that you've been filming around Florida.
Yeah,
is that you still doing that, or what's going on with
that? So it was like, it was 1 year. So I started doing the football videos for the huddle shit. I picked up the music videos and shit, and doing little studio videos, and then that kind of it ain't slowed down, but I would say another opportunity came into play. A nice man from over there in Parkland in Broward County, and then Coach Rick, he had a little 7-on-7 team, so he would always get the kids from the hood. He'll bless them. Like we'll go up to like Orlando, getting 5-star hotels. Like we'll just be lit, and it'll be a fun time. And he'll just ask me to come record. He'll shoot me a little bread and shit, make sure I'm straight, got my own room and shit. And it'll just be vibing. But I did that for like 2 years. We did it for like 2 seasons. They had it was a varsity 7-on-7 team, and like I want to say like a 15U. And we was just, ain't gonna lie, they was winning shit. So we was just lit going from city to city, like with the 7-on-7 shit.
Okay. And then you still, like some of the guys that you that went to your high school that you filmed, they made it to the pros. Do you still maybe do some work with them?
Yeah, like I know one player, he still be tapping into Broward, like Jerry Judy. That's one. But you know, a lot of them, they went their own routes. A lot of them, some of them didn't make it to the league. Some are still playing, but yeah, I just got my own little other lane I'm headed to right now. So yeah. So like I done had ball players come into my shit right now. Like it was like a few years, like not even a year ago, a few months ago. I had Frank Gore. He was boxing. I think he was training he was fighting some basketball player, but I done got him in the little boxing shit. I took some photos with him, talked with him and shit, and then yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. Well, let's talk about the music. How did you transition and start doing music?
How I really
start shooting videos?
Yeah, how I really started, like, so I had after the huddle shit, I was like, after all the huddle football mixtapes, I was like, okay, football season's over, I need to find something else to record. So 2 local artists hit me up, do a little video. I had an iPhone 8 Plus I was shooting on. I done recorded those 2 videos, and then I was like, fuck it, let me, I was on the ground. I done seen Coley P at a studio, like, right down the street in Pompano. Hit his manager up, I went there, but keep in mind, I ain't had no camera. I had a little iPhone 8 Plus and like a little stabilizer, some shit, and a light. And I went there, recorded a little studio session, and from there, it just went like, different people started to see like, okay, now he doing music type of videos, let me tap him into this. And it just bounced, and it just really just went crazy.
Grew from there. And y'all hear it, man, you said you started out with the iPhone, pulling up like that on, you know what I mean? So that mean you still had that hustle and grind. Like, so everybody out there, you got to start from somewhere. Even if you don't have a camera right now, everybody got a phone just about.
And there be so much like new iPhones coming out, they be having 4K quality. Like I ain't gonna say it look like, you know, the regular DSLR, you know, the regular Sony, Lumen, Canon, whatever. But the iPhone camera, you'll be surprised. There'll be a lot of YouTubers that shooting off the iPhone, you don't even know it. And they making that chicken.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And, you know, we talk about the music thing, man. I noticed you and C Glizzy work a lot together. So, you know, talk about that in that relationship, man, that y'all got.
Shit, I mean, like the first video I recorded, it was called Off Parole. We done shot that video. After we shot that video, I was shooting other music videos around the city and shit. And then we had ended up clicking up, really clicking, like probably I want to say like a year and a half, 2 years ago. And we was just at each other's house every day, recording different content. Like we'll go to the studio, he'll have a little feature, we'll get a little footage of that, and then it really just from there it went to his brother stepping in, Pumping the Rain, shout out to him. He stepped in, we got different like music video ideas and shit, so he came and did that, and then we just really just clicked. And we just been bouncing off ever since then. Yeah,
I see y'all putting in work though, man. Y'all be in Atlanta.
Yeah,
when you go to Atlanta, what the vibes be out in the A?
Shit, ain't gonna lie, when we go to Atlanta, cause me personally, I was born there, but I ain't really lived there like too long. But every time we go tap in there, I done been there a few times without him, but every time we tap in there, me and him, it be love, like, cause when we tap in there, it be on the music tip, all right, let's get this business done. But when I go, it just be on a kind of chilling tip with my family and shit. But when we go in there for the business, it really be love. It be different than like from down here. Like down here and Broward, I could say like you gonna find love, but it ain't gonna be genuine like how up there is. I ain't gonna say that because it's definitely like that in Broward, like how it's not genuine. But you might bump into the right person and it might be good. That's like a good trait about Broward. You got some solid motherfuckers in it. But don't get me wrong, there's a lot of ungenuine people that just want to use you for your plate and shit. So you gotta watch out for that. But every time I go to the A, it be love.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I seen you out there in LA too doing your thing, man. Talk about the LA, you linked with Woe Vicky out there?
Yeah, fact. Yeah, we had linked with Woe Vicky. Pumping Randy done flew me out there. We done went out there, shot a little video for Glizzy. That video out now called Confessions. But yeah, we was just really, I only went there for a day because I had to get my little wisdom teeth pulled out. Went there, we was up there vibing, we was smoking and shit. You know, Cali got that gas, boy, what?
On a different level.
On a different level, but nah, we was chilling, and then Woe Vicky came through, we done did a little TikTok with her. We did like 2 TikToks with her, and then we done played the game with her, Madden and shit, and we just vibe. It was just a vibe, like, shit.
Yeah, what you think it's gonna take? Cause like I said, you and C Glizzy, y'all been doing y'all thing, working together. Like, what you think it's gonna take to reach that global level? You know what I'm saying? Where y'all take it like national. You know what I mean? Cause you doing your thing. Like I say, you know, he doing this thing. Y'all putting up numbers. But what you think it's gonna take to go worldwide with this joint?
Shit, really just like staying consistent. Cause you just stay consistent in one thing, it's gonna pop off eventually. Like if the right eyes see it and the right people see it, it's gonna pop off. Like that's why I ain't just got one avenue. I be trying different shit. Like, cause if one shit pop off, it's gonna be a dream maker, and I'm a dream chaser. So shit.
Yeah, you out here hustling, like you said.
Yeah, sure.
Like you said, and you know, you working with multiple artists too. So I want to get into the Julio Fulio video. I seen you with him shooting.
Yeah, that boy.
Yeah, talk about that a little bit, man.
Yeah, he done came down here. He be popping down in Dade and like South Florida a lot, but cause you know he's from Jacksonville. But the first time I done met him, he done popped down here. We done shot a video. That been called C Glizzy. Is with him.
Okay.
We done shot that video, and then from then it was like every time we was somewhere and he was down here, he'll tap in with Glizzy, so we would just link up. Like we went to his birthday shit over at Playhouse too. We talk section, we lit up there, We done went to studio plenty of times. Every time he pop in, he be chill. He be vibing. I fuck with his energy.
Yeah. Talk about the video though. You was in the water. Was that with Julio?
Oh yeah, that was like
man?
That was a feature video. That shit went kind of viral. The only reason why I think that shit went kind of like dumb, cause a couple weeks before that I done jumped in this lake for $1,000. We was just bullshitting, like, you know, we was getting content just going different places, but I done jumped in the lake. And then the next video I'm like, damn, I just jumped in the lake on live. People seeing me do this, like, and I'm looking at the water, and I'm like, it's a whole different lake. I'm looking at the water, I'm like, damn, like, if I get in the water and like do some, you feel me, like some transitions and like get a good angle from the water up to the shore. So I got my ass in there, got wet and did it.
You brave, man.
I be doing that shit.
There don't be no gators in the water and stuff
nah,
like
there
that.
be gators, yeah, there be gators, but you just gotta know like your surroundings and shit, like everywhere else. But shit, like I be doing that a lot. I be trying to get those different shots, cause that's what's gonna make the person's video stand out from the next person's video. I done got on roofs, I done got out of cars, I done got shit in the water. Like it just be different angles you gotta get.
Right.
Cause as a cameraman, you can't just stand there. You gotta get different angles.
Yeah, do what you gotta do for the shot.
Yeah, that's
you know
what
I mean?
about.
Yeah, so I mean, what's your mindset though when you shooting a video and you hearing a song, like from running gun and doing treatment style videos? Like when you hear a song, like what's your mindset? Like, yo, this how I'm gonna do this, or this how I want to shoot this video, or you can just kind of bounce off with the artist.
Well, I mean, if it's, I tell every artist, man, you can get a treatment when you book me, cause I mean, I gotta put some time and effort into their project too, cause they paying the money for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my time and effort into every project. But you know, some artists, they just like to do a running gun. So obviously, I don't know if you, a lot of people aren't cameraman, but if you're a cameraman, you know what a running gun is. A running gun, you just pull up with the camera, you get some shots, you get some B-roll, and then you get a little performance scene, and that's it. Like, but treatment, you gotta really lay it out. And I be liking running gun videos, cause it ain't really like, I ain't gonna say, it's organized, but it's not like, you just lay it back, you could say. But when that treatment comes, yeah, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. You gotta have everything set, you gotta have lighting on point, you gotta have the director on point, you gotta have everybody in place. And those videos be coming out glass too, like.
It'd be crazy.
So each video is hard, but I be fucking with both of them, to be honest.
Yeah.
To be honest,
and you know, let's get into like the music video scene / the music scene down here in South Florida. Cause you know, y'all do y'all thing down here. You got a lot of artists that's bubbling up and doing y'all thing, man. So you know what I mean, talk about that a little bit, the video scene, man. Any other directors like you connect with and collab with sometimes down here?
Yeah, I done so as far as collabing, I done been in the mix with a lot of people. Some names like you got Herb, you got Killer Jack, you got Humble 90K, you got Demo Raw, you got, I mean, there's a lot of faces, and that's just in Broward right there. Like, as far as out of Broward, there's different cameramen, like people in date and shit. But I mean, as far as the camera scene down here, camera scene going crazy right now. There's a lot of visual artists, visual creators, and like editors out there that's doing it. Cause back when I started like 4 years ago, there was probably like popping in the city. There was probably like, I want to say a handful of them, but now there's a whole bucket full of them. So it's good. I mean, there's a lot of competition. So, but it's really who gonna put that work down and who gonna do that business the right way. Cause if you ain't doing that business the right way, ain't nobody gonna like you.
Yeah, like you said, putting that work in, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the music scene going crazy. 100K management. A lot of people know
Yeah, for sure.
100K management.
For sure.
Talk about that a little bit, man. You got a relationship with 100K?
Yeah, I mean, shit, 100K, I know they done heard about me and shit, but really who I'm connected with over there, and they organization and they team is Paul. His name Paul, St. Paul on the ground. He be chilling. He be he Portland manager, Melly manager, and he got Hot Boy manager and Soldier Creek. But I mean, he's just a cool dude. Like, he a real genuine dude. Like I said, there's not a lot of genuine people down here. So when I linked up with Paul, it was like from the get-go, it was just genuine, like real genuine shit. Like, he was teaching me some shit, I was teaching him some shit, and he done got me in tune with I've been in tune with Creep. That's how he got on me, cause me and Creep, Soldier Creep, Free That Boy, we got a good relationship. So from there, he done seen me, he done tapped me in with some other artists. He done linked me up with YNW Portland. He one of Melly's artists, and then he also introduced me to we pulled up on that boy Bortland, YNW Bortland, and then I was in the car. He say step out the car. Bortland chopped it up with me. He was like, yeah, I done seen you work, Jet, you hard. So he in tune and shit, and I was just good. Like it be that kind of shit like that. Like when I'm obviously not doing the camera work at the moment, but it's like all the work I done put in to get that little recognition. That shit feel good. That's like where my motivation be coming through, and how I just keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Keep going, yeah. Talk about that a little bit though, like the consistency. Consistency is key.
In fact,
you know what I mean?
Shit. There be, I ain't gonna say like cameraman, it be with artists too. Like you gotta stay consistent, dropping content, staying in tune, staying like going to places, little events and shit. You gotta get your face out there, cause really nowadays I ain't gonna say if you have a face, but if you have that public platform, you can make a lot of money right now. There's a lot of money to be made. So shit, it's like you just gotta stay relevant. You gotta keep putting in that work. Keep being consistent, cause back when I started 4 years ago, like I said, I was on an iPhone recording people in my school. I wasn't even on no camera. I was just getting the footage, and from there it went to now we're working with celebrities. Now we're working with platinum artists. You know, it's crazy how one thing can go from that. And that's how I'm like, damn, it's not even over with. It's
not even over with. You know what I
going.
mean? Because you got to think about it, man. I'm from North Carolina. I'm all the way down here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Interviewing you, so you got to be doing something right. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Let's talk about the Pompano scene, though, man. You know, it's a lot of notable. It's some notable names that's out of there. So, you know, talk about the scene a little bit, man.
I mean, in Pompano, so like I said, for a lot of those where I guess I lived at, but Pompano where I really kind of grew up with the camera shit. So when Pompano tapped in with me, it was 26 Cool. He done tapped in with me. We done got a lot of work in. And from there, I linked up with this dude named Mert 1K. He's still doing this thing. He fire right now too. He just dropped the album. I done linked up with him, and from there, it just been different connections around the city from the different hoods in Pompano, cause you got Kai City, you got Crosstown, you got Golden Acres, you got all those hoods. But there's different connections, and like I said, there's a lot of solid people around Broward County, but what I found is that Pompano got the most really like solid, genuine people. If you find them, and if you deal with them the right way, cause a lot of them have intentions, but you gotta get in their right intentions, cause shit, there's a lot of money to be made, and like I said, Pompano is like, it's a small city, but they got a lot of big artists coming out of there. They got Yak, they got Kodak, they got C Glizzy, Coleon, Choo Choo. A lot of the artists that just been doing their thing, and then they got new shit popping, like they got Gangsta Comedian, he's a comedian, Pumpin' Randy, another comedian. So they got comedians coming out of there, they got good artists coming out of there, and they got videographers coming out of there, like Demo Raw. It just be different motion in that one city that really just spreads. It has just spread all over Florida, so they know that little city, and it been love, bro. It been real love, like genuine from there, like a lot of artists, gang. I could go down the list, bro. They got a lot of artists.
And who you think responsible though for really putting it on the map? Was it Kodak, or who was it? Somebody that came before Kodak? Wait, Ace Hood from Pompano, right?
Yeah,
Is
but
he from,
I mean,
from
he from Deerfield. Nah, he from Deerfield, but that way, but he don't like. It was a whole controversy back in the day. He wasn't really. Like,
I know he was repping Miami though, right, with Khaled.
You know? It's love for Miami, but you know, Broward, we different.
And I'm gonna ask you about
breed,
that
like,
though, man, because you know, Broward get offended if you in Broward and you be like, yo, I'm in Miami, you know what I mean? Like Money Bad undid it, Lil Durk.
It'll be a lot of artists,
and like people was on their ass, you know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that a little bit though, man. The difference with Broward and Miami, which is Miami-Dade County.
Yeah,
Broward,
fact, cause it's
you know
different. It's for sure different, like, and I've learned that living in both places, like it's different for sure. Yeah. Broward's Broward, like. Let me think how to explain it. Like, okay, one standout thing is over there in Broward, if you have pullouts, a lot of the artists be having the pullouts, that's bullshit. Like, that's what they say, man. Take them pullouts out, go put prayers in. Down the day, they don't be tripping about that. They just be, you know what I'm saying? It just be different lingo, different character traits, different ways of doing shit. It just be different, and I think that's how they just said, fuck it, we Broward and we Dade, like. You feel what I'm saying? So, But I got love for both of them. Like, there's a lot of fire shit coming out of Dade, too. A lot of fire shit coming out of Dade that unrecognized, but yeah, I'm trying to put it on the map right now.
Yeah. So you would say in the last, I guess the few years, really with Kodak Black blowing up, you think that put the most like attention on
Yeah, for sure. Cause
popping up?
that really opened up the door for Broward in
For
general.
Broward, yeah.
Right there. But as far as now, you got a lot of bitches kicking a lot of doors down.
Yeah.
A lot of doors.
Yeah.
Big names.
Let's talk about Lamar Jackson too. He's what he got
Jackson.
going on with from Pompano, right?
So yeah, Lamar Jackson, he from CB. That's another hood in Pompano.
Okay.
He from there, so he how he got in tune, cause you got Pompano got Eloise Shimmy, 26 Coupe, and another artist called 26 CJ who on the label. That's their whole little lane. But they in tune with Lamar Jackson, cause Lamar Jackson they people. So I mean he done put whole Baltimore is in tune with Pompano and what they got going on. So, but yeah, I done linked up with Lamar Jackson a few times. We done been chilling. He done came down here in the off season, so yeah, it'd be love from him. He be giving love out to the different people down here too, for sure in Pompano, cause that's where he from.
Yeah. So overall though, where do you want to take your brand? You want to be like the biggest video director in the world? You want to have the biggest, best production company? Like, where are you trying to take your
You know,
brand?
that's crazy because a lot of people ask me that, and I'm young. Like when I started this shit, I was like 17, 16 starting this shit, and I'm like 20 now. So when I started it, my goal or my end vision was never what it was now. So what I say now is I could never really see my end vision, but there for sure like a lot of things along the way that's taking me to where I'm at now that be like, damn, like I'm really doing it right, or I'm doing something right. Cause I got a lot of goals and they might be down the road, but I ain't got no goal where it's like, man, I'ma just let God take me where I wanna be in. Cause so far, shit, he take me a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. You just gonna keep working and keep grinding it out,
Mm-hmm.
and then you never know where life gonna take you at.
Yeah, for
you know
sure.
what I mean? But you just gonna stay on that path.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Like, but I mentioned like South Florida going crazy on the music scene.
For sure.
But let's talk about like the whole Florida going crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like let's talk about Orlando too, man. You was out there in Orlando.
Yeah.
LPD. I'm saying
That boy
let me
Pootie,
say that shit
LPD
right. Yeah.
Pootie.
Yeah, you was
yeah,
out there in
sure.
Orlando, yeah, with Pootie
For
and
sure.
Dave from the grave, man. Like talk about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. So I was in Miami with Dave from the Grave. He was down there with Golden Boy Count Up, and Raw Youngin and Glizzy and Randy and some just from the hood that I fuck with too. We was all down in Miami getting some work in. They was getting some work in the studio. I was getting some content and shit. That was good emotion, but the one in so Pootie from Orlando, but he came down here too. So he brought down his dogs and Glizzy and me and him. We done linked up in the studio 3 consecutive days for like the whole night, just vibing, shooting shit, getting pictures, content, all sorts of shit. And I don't know, that was just good vibes. It'd be different cause like we from down here and they from up there, so like it just be different talks than what you had down here, and it'd be like that everywhere you go. Like, and that's why I think it's just good to travel. That's what I'm on right now. I'm traveling. I'm just getting different spots, connecting with different people, networking with different people. Cause that's really where it's gonna take you in life.
That's what it's gonna take you in life,
Yeah.
man. Networking is like
sure.
one of the biggest things
sure.
that people got to take away. Cause networking gets you in the doors and stuff like that. Like you were stating earlier, how you pulled up at the studio with the iPhone, starting it out with that, and then it
And it
it
just went
expanded
on.
out from that. You know what I mean? And,
It's like never ending dominoes for you unks.
yeah, like never ending. Like it ain't
sure,
gonna stop,
it is
man.
shit.
Hey, how you feel about the saying like video directors is like the new A&Rs?
Okay,
these
y'all heard
days,
about that
man.
shit.
Like, yeah, how you feel about that though, man?
Nah, to be
because
real
like
though,
you can find out if I was a record label, I'd be watching all the video directors. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
To see who the hot artist is in the
For sure,
different
cause
regions.
they got the underground shit. I mean, us videographers, like, there be a lot of mainstream ones too, but like us underground videographers, we be finding so many gems in so many different little places A&Rs can't go, like, or I ain't gonna say can't go, just can't be, like, at one time, cause you know A&Rs, they got they shit they doing too, as far as they label and shit. They gotta find artists for their label, so they be in that little mix. And videographers, you gotta take it like you gotta either, okay, look, you could shoot a video for somebody and be done with it, on to the next, or you could really tune into what they got, see what you can tweak and like help them perform better and shit, and you could bring that to a label, and who knows, you might be with that label as the cameraman, and that could take you somewhere where you don't even know you could be at. So it'd be like, you just gotta use your brain for different shit as a videographer, cause it be networking, it be like that. Cause I done brought a lot of artists to A&Rs to bring their content to and see, like, all right, this is what I got on my layout. This is how many views I got. This is how much money I'm making. This is what I got in the clutch. It'd be a whole different level with cameraman. Like, that's like I said, you gotta be around the right people and learn the right tricks and get in the right little doors.
Yeah. Do you feel like cameramen get their respect these days, man, or it's still like we still trying to fight?
I mean,
like, how you feel on that, man?
Like, it depends, cause I ain't gonna say everybody not fucking with cameramans, but I can say a majority, probably how I see it, they not fucking with cameramans, producers, and beat makers. The top, like, that's the top people they really not putting on how they should be putting on. Different artists and shit, cause labels can get all them other things to their little platform and become a whole different label team. But as far as how I see it, like, cameraman, they slowly but surely getting their respect. And as long as we do it the right way, like each and every one of us, cause Florida got a hella cameraman. As long as we do it the right way, we gonna stand our business and we gonna show the world what us cameraman really capable of. As well as beat producers and just regular producers, really.
Yeah. Do you ever feel a way if like an artist don't tag you in like the video you done or like the photo or something like that?
Shit, I mean, he paid me, shit. He ain't tagged me though, but I mean, it's all love though. Like, you don't care, you fuck with me. You don't care, you don't work with me.
That can open you up to like
that's what I'm saying.
More people.
That's what I'm saying. So it go both ways. It's like vice versa. Like, I can help you as an artist with my doors. You can help me out as an artist with your doors. It could go. It's really both ways. Like, it be a team thing. That's why I say down here ain't really genuine. Like how up there might be, cause up there in like middle of nowhere, cameraman might shoot some shit. Artists might. That's all y'all got. One cameraman in the city, so everybody tagging him. Shit. So I don't know if it be like a love hate type of thing. I don't know what it be, but shit.
Yeah. And let's get back into your work though, man. I seen you. We talked about Atlanta, right? But I seen you was in Atlanta at Lil Baby birthday bash.
Yeah,
album release party. What was it?
Yeah, his release party. We done went up there. It was recent. There was this past month. We done went up there, and we done went in the club with Glizzy manager. We done got in there, shit. We done got a section. We was just turning up and shit, getting footage and shit. And then the baby came in, Drake came in that bitch too. They was talking about OVO in the building and shit. But it was just shit. It was like different type of motion, cause when the club was all done, the baby was still in there on the stage, acting like he owned the club. So it just be like, that's how you know up there you can move way different if you know how you move. And that's like everywhere. So
yeah. And let's talk about Alabama though. You was down there with Bootsy. Like I said, you moving around, man.
Yeah,
that
for sure.
networking. You was down
for
there.
Sure. It was that boy Golden Animal. He an artist from Pompano. He was opening up for that boy Bootsy. So shit, that was good motion. It was in Alabama. We done went out there. They got a little crib over there, and we just got different content over there. Shit, that was good shit. Cause I was out the way. That was a different type of setting. I be liking that shit. Like, I got bucket list places I want to go. I got a whole bunch of shit on my shit, my little clutch.
Yeah, in your clutch. Like you said, you still young though, man.
Yeah,
still young
sure.
in the game, so you know what I mean. Like the things that you accomplish now is dope. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
a lot
sure.
of there's people that haven't even left their own city, man. You know what I'm saying. You know, been out here.
And that shit be humbling too. I be thinking about it. I be humbling like, shit. I got 4 years on my back, but the next man might got 1 year. He might be doing it better than me. That don't mean I gotta stop, or it could be vice versa. It could be I got 4 years on my plate, and that man not even doing it, and he got 8 years on his plate. So shit, it's like you just gotta, whatever lane you in, just keep going in it and don't never stop, cause this shit could pop off. It really could. Like one video, it could pop off, and who knows who's gonna hit your line.
Nah, that's real though. One video. And, it sounds like you and C Glizzy be in a lot of different situations, networking with a lot of heavy names in the game. So, man, y'all one hit away from really going global and really taking over. You know what I'm saying? That's all it takes. And, before we get up out of here, though, man, what is it that you would like to leave with the people? Any advice?
Well, shit, advice, I got a lot of advice, but shit, as far as like just new content, I got a lot of new content coming with a lot of different creators and shit. There's this one artist who I started linking up with when he had real low, he had probably like, I want to say 4,000 followers on the gram. Now that boy got like 13K or some shit. Mark from the Biddy, I done started working with him. I'm trying to get into real estate, try to do that type of, you know, that type of avenue as far as the photography and shit. But it just be, I got a lot of content, a lot of artists I'm gonna work with. I got ready, we just need to link up and get to work. Like Ray Dub, that's a fire artist from Sarasota. I got to work with. I got Eye Candy from Pompano. We've been meaning to get a video done. I just got a lot of videos I got in the clutch, a lot of videos waiting to be dropped, a lot of videos to be done. And then as far as what I'm working on right now, I got this little YouTube channel. I'm partnered up with this dude from Miami. He got these fast cars. He got these shit called Haircats. I know y'all heard of them. They go everywhere. But he be drifting them. He be doing mungies and shit. He be pulling chases. But shit, it's just a little YouTube channel that we be doing that we just decided to get a little fun content on. But we just been getting that in. And that's we starting to try to push that. And as far as other shit, really just getting working wherever it come. Cause this shit come from everywhere.
Yeah, whatever come. Yeah, and you know, let the people know though. You know, artists watching this, how can they get in touch with you and book you though, man, for a video?
You know, y'all can hit me up. I got IG, my try to know about this shit. My IG.
They snatched your joint, man. Yeah.
I was doing it on that shit, but it's all good. I got a new IG coming, or it's already out. Y'all follow it. Shoota Take It. I got a YouTube channel, All Day Shooting with Shoota. And then there's another YouTube channel who I'm collabing with. His name is Dev from Fazoland TV. Y'all subscribe to that. We got a whole bunch of shit coming, so y'all can follow me on Twitter too. I got a Twitter at Shoota Shoots. I mean, we just working. We just doing all type of content, all type of work. And really, that's it. That's the motion right now. We can't stop.
You ever done a movie or you think about getting in a movie?
A lot of people ask me that shit. Yeah. I ain't no good actor now, but I could probably direct one and get some shit in place to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was thinking about doing that. I do have one project coming that's in the works. I got a documentary coming. It's going to basically put from when I like started picking up the camera to right now, it's going to be a whole documentary I got coming out. That's probably going to drop New Year's. And then other than that, we just working, grinding.
Let's get
grinding
it.
fair, for sure.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Any shout-outs, man, before we get up out of here?
Shit, I mean, shout out everybody I'm working with right now, everybody I'm in tune with. Everybody supporting the hustle, supporting Shoota. You know, we just working. That's all we doing. We working, we grinding. We ain't stopping. So, I mean, everybody who I got love for know what it is. Everybody who got love for me know what it is. Everything strong, everything built, and we shooting all year round, fall, spring, summer, and winter.
Yes, sir. You heard that, man. Coming straight out of Broward, man.
Broward County, man. Y'all get in tune with it. We got a lot of motion down here, a lot of good connects. A lot of good little scenery down here. Y'all check it out. Come tap in.
Yeah, already, man. You know, already know. I go by the name of Shoota Trav, Media House News. We up out of here, man.
For sure. Y'all tune in.